What is going on, everybody? Cloud here from Moonwilla Magic, and today we are going to be talking about the idea of intent versus the idea of will. They are grouped together quite often in witchcraft, but they are actually two different things. Alright, so let's get after it.
Flying around the sun on this giant blue sphere. Life's a celebration, so let's spread a little cheer. Just share the love, but don't hold no fear, because we're all just spinning on the wheel of the year. From south wind to May bond and all the in-between. Open your mind up to everything. Don't worry about the past, just live right here, because we're all just spinning on the wheel of the year.
Alright, everybody, so before we get going, I want to make a couple announcements here. Alright, so the album comes out 2 weeks from today, alright, April 27th, and it's still available for pre-order, and I am kind of hoping on getting some more pre-orders in so that I can get some physical CDs printed, so when I am working the festival circuit and or playing shows live, I have some to sell. So it'd be super awesome if you are interested in the music or you like the music. By all means, feel free to pre-order the album. Okay, you can do that at cloudrapswicca.bandcamp.com. Alright, and I'm going to leave a link to that in the description. Alright, second thing is that I want to shout out Night Shayde, alright, and he is the host of Flatline to Beatline, which is a pagan podcast, alright, and he is going to have me on May 17th, I believe, is the date that we talked about it, and then he's going to be posting that episode up, and then I'm going to be posting that episode up as well. So I want to thank him for, having me on pretty soon. We just nailed that down earlier today, and I'm very excited about it. His podcast is excellent, so if you have a chance to check it out, I'll leave a link in the description, okay? And the third thing is, those of you who have been following this channel for a little bit now know that I have recently become the host of International Pagan Radio's YouTube channel. Alright, so on that channel I'm going to be doing music reviews, and we're going to be moving into interviews and stuff like that over time, so go ahead and check that out, like, subscribe, the whole 9 yards. Alright, I'm really excited to be taking on that task and communicating with the artists and doing what I can for the community, so it's pretty awesome. Man, this quarantine beard is in full effect, man. I really like it. It's probably not going to stay. When I go back to work, I'm probably going to shave it. But I kind of dig it for right now, and it's doing its job, so rock on. Anyway, okay, so a lot of people talk about intent when it comes to witchcraft. It is a term that comes up constantly, and another term that comes up is will, and a lot of people use these two terms interchangeably. Now that's all fine and dandy, but I want everybody to understand that there is in fact a difference between the two. Okay, when you were talking about will, you were talking about more of a force. Okay, will is something that affects us through our own actions in magical workings and in mundane life. Like, for example, somebody that is working a full-time job but they want out, so they're persevering through having a full-time job, raising 2 kids, and going to online college, and they still get their degree and move on along with their career and all that. That was will affecting them to make sure that they were successful in their endeavors. It was their own will that they were imposing, okay? That is the idea of will. It's more of like a universal thing that we all have. Some people have more than others. Some people can tap into it easier than others. But will and intent are two different things, okay? Intent is directing your will. So they're very closely related, okay? So when they say, charge a candle, focus on your intent, all right? So what you are doing there is you are manipulating will at that point, okay? The intent is the action. It is the idea. It is the desire, if you will. And that works hand in hand with will. But it isn't the will in itself, okay? Now, this is debatable, naturally. Some people will see them as the same thing. But this is just how I was taught and just how I feel about the idea, okay? Yeah, I need to get a freshie. I might just shave my head. I don't even know why. So when you're talking about intent, here's an example of intent. Let's just pull something random out of the air. What's popular in witchcraft right now? I want to get a job, right? So you create this spell. So you write a spell. And your intent is to land an interview at random.com call center, right? I'm just winging this part of it. But, so, the intent is to get the job. It takes your will to push to get it. So when you cast magic, you are pushing energies in that direction, but it's still your will that is going to go and get it done. You guys catching my point? Because like I said in a previous video, in the job spell video that I did to be exact, you're not going to get the job if you don't fill out an application, if you don't show up for the interview, if you don't study, if you don't practice, whatever it is that you do to get said job. There are steps that need to be taken, and you have to take those steps regardless of whether you cast a spell for it or not. The intent helps push things in the right direction. It helps keep your mind fresh and helps keep you focused on your will as you go. You guys catching my point here? So with all that being said, intent is a tool that uses will and helps you keep your will in check and enforce your will. They're two different things. However, there is the times when intent and will not go hand in hand properly. Okay? And this is one of the key reasons on why when people write spells or when people are reading about writing spells, a lot of witches and a lot of elders, when they teach, will say that you have to have a clear intent. A good and clear intent. And the reason why behind this is because the intent can backfire. If you have the wrong intent for goodwill, well, a lot of people do bad things for good reasons. All right? That still doesn't make them right. People doing bad things for good reasons, they're still bad things. All right? Now, look, I'm no saint. All right? I've done a lot of dirt in my day, and I've paid the price for it, to be honest with you. Now, the reasons behind this, my own personal experience, are because what my intents were pushed my will to a point where I would do anything for it. And you can find yourself getting caught up if you get into that thing. That's why they say you want a clear intent when you write spells. Alright? Because if you want something bad enough, you'll do just about anything to get it. And if you're casting magic, and you are in that I'll do anything to get it mindset, and you are vague about your intent, forces are going to go all over the place, and you may find yourself, stepping on someone's head on the way up a corporate ladder and ruining somebody's life in the process, or something along the lines of that. Well, that's not good, You don't want to live with that on your conscience. But that's just me. Naturally, it's a dog-eat-dog world out there, and a lot of people see things differently than I do. But, if you want to move within, the Wicked Weed, for example, or if you want to move in a balance with everything, then I would suggest not stirring the pot a whole lot in that aspect, unless if you are in a defensive position, then by all means knock yourself out. do no harm, but take no shit. Now, I hope you guys got a little bit of an understanding of the difference between the two, so that way you understand why a clear intent is so important. Alright? When it comes to spell casting in general, your intent has to be clear, and that is directly, associated with your will for what it is that you want to see happen. It's very important. So I want to thank you guys very much for watching this video today, and I appreciate everybody's support with the album, with the channel, and with everything that we're doing here. It really means a ton to me, okay? Now, we are coming up on that 250 subscriber mark, so if you like the video, you like what I have to say, by all means, drop a like, subscribe, the whole 9 yards, yada, 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 hit the bell, yada, 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 place textbook, YouTube stuff here, alright? But I do want to say that I do truly appreciate every single one of you that reaches out, says anything, comments on my stuff, comments on my music, on my videos, and all that. It really does mean a lot to me. Okay? Now, if you have any questions, or you have any ideas going on with this thing, by all means comment below. Let's have a conversation about it. Alright? But yeah, 2 more weeks till the album drops, guys. Definitely look out for that. Okay, and look out for the podcast Flatline the Beatline with Night Shayde, and like I said, I will be on that May 17th. Alright, so go ahead and give him a follow. I'll drop a link in the description to the podcast so that you can find it. Alright, till next time, guys, bright blessings and blessed be.